Sarah Miller was the 12-year-old daughter of Joel Miller. She lived in Austin, Texas with her dad, Joel. Sarah was part of a youth soccer group called the Defenders. Sarah had the player number 14 and won an award for being a great soccer player. She loved hiking with her dad and skateboarding. Sarah was a fan of the rock band The Bash and had a poster of them on her bedroom wall. She was also a fan of the Dawn of the Wolf films, which is a play on the Twilight Saga. The story starts off on Joel's birthday. Sarah is first seen sleeping on the couch while her dad is talking on the phone to her Uncle Tommy. A while later, Sarah wakes up when Joel turns on the light and throws the phone down. He asks Sarah to scoot over, and Joel sits down on the couch and says it's past her bedtime. Sarah looks worried and looks at the clock and sighs in relief to see it is still the same day. Sarah gives Joel a small box containing his birthday present. Joel had been complaining of having a broken watch many times before, so Sarah brought him a new one. Joel is appreciative, but asks where she got the money, and Sarah jokes that she got it from selling hardcore drugs. They talk, watch some TV, and Sarah soon falls back asleep. Joel takes her upstairs to her room and is shown walking off. Sarah is woken up around midnight by a call from her Uncle Tommy, who sounds desperate for some reason. Uncle Tommy asks her to get her father. The line goes dead before he can finish his next sentence. Sarah looks for her dad, passing the birthday card she forgot to give him earlier. The birthday card has a dinosaur on it that says, "You're not a fossil yet." The next room Sarah checks is the bathroom. She reads part of a newspaper article that says there has been a 300% spike of admittance at the nearby hospital due to a mysterious infection. Next, Sarah checks her dad's room, and he is nowhere to be found. There is a news report about riots and a nationwide pandemic on Joel's TV. The news reporter on TV says there have been reports that those afflicted with the infection show increased aggression. Some firefighters behind the news reporter start yelling for everyone to get out of there because of a gas leak. Just as the TV shows a flash of fire and light, there are screams on the TV as the broadcast is interrupted and an explosion goes off nearby and shakes Sarah's house. This frightens Sarah and she can see the flames in the city from her dad's bedroom window. Sarah continues searching, making it to the ground floor. Sarah calls out to her dad louder and with more fear, and Sarah sees a few squad cars rush past her house through one of the windows. She finds her dad's cell phone. It has the time 1:47 a.m. with 8 missed calls and a message from Tommy asking frantically where Joel is and that he's on the way. Sarah enters one of the back rooms of the house just as Joel runs into the open glass door. Joel slides it back shut quickly and Joel is covered in blood and breathing heavily. Joel recovers his gun from his work area and says that their neighbors are sick and something's wrong with them. Sarah asks what kind of sick. The neighbor Jimmy Cooper shows up and runs to the glass door, shattering the glass. Joel tells Sarah to get behind him. Joel tries one last time to get through to Jimmy. The man charges at the pair, driving Joel to shoot him, and Sarah is in shock at what just happened. Sarah mentions she saw her neighbor that morning. Joel and Sarah run out the front door and Tommy is already in the driveway. Tommy asks where Joel has been and if Joel has any idea what's happening in the city. Joel sarcastically says he has some notion. Tommy says he heard that half the people in the city have lost their minds due to some kind of parasite. Tommy, Joel, and Sarah get into Tommy's vehicle and Tommy begins driving, trying to get them somewhere safe. They pass the Lewis's farm, which is on fire and burning to the ground. Tommy says that he hopes Lewis made it out alive. When the trio comes upon the assumed best route, they see traffic has pulled to a stop with cars as far as the eyes can see. With no other option, Tommy redirects into town, barely keeping away from a tainted patient attempting to enter the vehicle. In the pandemonium, a vehicle collides with them, harming Sarah's leg and hindering her ability to walk. With the vehicle destroyed, Joel carries Sarah in his arms while Tommy safeguards them, searching for a protected spot. They enter a bar and try to find a place to escape. Infected people try to burst through the door, but Tommy holds it shut. Tommy tells Joel to take Sarah to the highway, and he'll keep the infected from getting in and catch up soon. As they approach the highway, Joel and Sarah are surrounded by infected people. When it looks like Joel and Sarah will be killed, a soldier saves them by shooting the tainted. The soldier radios for orders on how to manage Joel and Sarah, just to be told to dispose of them in spite of Sarah being a child. When Joel realizes what is happening, he tries to turn around and run, but the soldier hesitantly starts shooting, and Joel and Sarah cry out as they both hit the ground. The soldier approaches Joel and plans to kill him, but the soldier is shot in the head by Tommy. Joel and Tommy look shocked when they hear Sarah crying. They see that Sarah was shot in the midsection, and Joel rushes over to her and begs her to hold on. Joel tries to stop the bleeding, but Sarah dies in Joel's arms while a final lone tear slides down Sarah's cheek. This is one of the catalysts for Joel's dark change in demeanor and mindset. Joel's daughter Sarah died on September 27, 2013.